Imagine being completely alone. Not for a day, not for a week, forever. No family,
no tribe,
no one to help you, no one to talk to, no one to protect you. Now imagine living 50,000 years ago. The world was far more dangerous than it is today. There were no hospitals, no police,
no supermarkets,
no emergency services. Every day was a fight for survival. Predators roamed the landscape. Food wasn't guaranteed. A single injury could mean death. And yet, despite all of this, humans became one of the most successful species on Earth. But they didn't do it alone. In fact, our ancestors may have survived for one simple reason. They had friends. At first, friendship might seem like a strange thing to study. Most people think of friends as something optional. Someone to talk to, someone to spend time with, someone who makes life a little more enjoyable. But for ancient humans, friendship wasn't just enjoyable. It was essential. A lone human was surprisingly weak. We don't have sharp claws. We don't have powerful jaws. We aren't particularly fast. Compared to many animals, humans are actually quite fragile. A single person trying to survive alone in the wild faced enormous challenges. Finding food was harder. Defending against predators was harder. Recovering from injuries was harder. Everything became more dangerous. But something remarkable happened when humans began working together. A group could accomplish things that no individual could do alone. Together, they could hunt larger animals. Together, they could protect children. Together, they could build shelters. Together, they could survive harsh winters. The difference between surviving and dying often came down to one thing: having people you could trust. And trust is where friendship begins. Imagine two hunters. One day, one of them gets injured. He can't hunt. He can't gather food. He can't protect himself. If he is alone, his chances of survival drop dramatically. But if he has friends, everything changes. His friends can bring him food. They can help him travel. They can protect him while he recovers. In a very real sense, friendship became a survival strategy. Anthropologists believe that humans evolved to build strong social relationships because those relationships increased the chances of survival. People who formed strong bonds were more likely to receive help during difficult times. And people who received help were more likely to live long enough to have children. Over thousands of generations, our brains adapted to this reality. Humans became social creatures. Not because friendship was pleasant, because friendship worked. But friendship created a new problem. How do you know who to trust? Not everyone contributes equally. Some people help. Others take advantage of the group. Imagine a tribe sharing food after a successful hunt. Most members worked together. They tracked the animals. They carried weapons. They risked their lives. But what if one person constantly took food without helping? What if someone lied? What if someone betrayed the group? Ancient humans quickly learned that choosing the right friends mattered. A trustworthy friend could save your life. A bad friend could put it at risk. This is one reason humans became so good at reading social behavior. We pay attention to loyalty. We notice generosity. We remember who helped us. And we remember who didn't. Even today, these instincts remain incredibly powerful. Think about how friendships work in modern life. People often help their friends without expecting immediate rewards. They share advice. They offer support. They spend time together. From a purely logical perspective, some of these actions seem inefficient. But our brains didn't evolve for efficiency. They evolved for survival. And for most of human history, having reliable friends dramatically increased your chances of surviving. In some ways, friendship became humanity's hidden superpower. Not intelligence, not strength, not speed, cooperation, the ability to build relationships, the ability to trust, the ability to help one another. These abilities allowed humans to accomplish extraordinary things. They crossed continents. They survived disasters. They built civilizations. And it all started with small groups of people who learned to rely on each other. Today, the world looks very different. Most of us no longer hunt for food. Most of us no longer worry about predators. but our brains still carry the same ancient wiring. That's why loneliness feels painful. That's why rejection hurts. That's why friendships matter so much. Deep inside, part of your brain still believes something your ancestors learned thousands of years ago. Being alone is dangerous. Being connected is powerful. So why did humans need friends? Because friendship wasn't simply a social activity. It was a survival tool, one of the most important inventions in human history. And maybe that's why, even after thousands of years of civilization, one thing remains true. Humans survive better together than they ever could alone.